15 things that quietly reveal someone's true character. People reveal who they really are long before they ever say it out loud. True character isn't shown in dramatic moments, it's exposed quietly. Through small behaviors most people overlook. Psychology shows that how someone treats others, how they handle discomfort, and how they respond when there's nothing to gain reveals far more than charm or words ever could. In this video, you'll learn 15 subtle behaviors that quietly reveal someone's true character. Some of these signs are uncomfortable, some are surprising, and once you notice them, you'll never see people the same way again. Let's begin. 1. How they treat people who can't do anything for them. One of the strongest indicators of character is how someone treats people they don't need. This includes waiters, cashiers, janitors, anyone without social leverage. Psychology shows that people who are kind only when there is something to gain are operating from self interest, not values. True character appears when kindness has no reward. 2. How they speak about people who aren't present. Pay close attention to how someone talks about others when they're not around. If they gossip, mock, or expose private information, they are showing you how they'll eventually treat you. Character isn't just how someone behaves, it's how they speak when no one can hold them accountable. 3. Their reaction to small inconveniences. Minor frustrations reveal major truths: slow traffic, long lines, minor delays. Psychology links emotional regulation during small stressors to long term personality traits. People who explode over trivial issues are often carrying deeper entitlement or poor impulse control. 4. Whether they take responsibility or shift blame. When something goes wrong, watch what happens next. Do they say, "That's on me"? Or do they immediately search for someone else to blame? People who avoid responsibility protect their ego at the expense of growth. Character is built on accountability, not perfection. 5. How they handle power. Give someone authority, and you'll quickly see who they are. Power doesn't change people, it reveals them. Those with strong character become fairer when they gain power. Those without it become controlling, dismissive, or cruel. Psychology consistently shows that power amplifies existing traits. 6. How they react. When you say no, boundaries are a mirror. When you say no, do they respect it or do they push, guilt, and pressure you? People who can't tolerate boundaries often view others as extensions of themselves, not individuals. Respect for limits is respect for character. 7. Whether they listen to understand or just to respond. Many people aren't listening, they're waiting to talk. True listening requires humility and emotional presence. Psychology shows that people who constantly interrupt or redirect conversations struggle with empathy and validation. Character shows in silence as much as speech. 8. Their relationship with the truth. Not just big lies, small distortions, exaggerations, selective storytelling, convenient omissions. People who casually manipulate truth often justify it internally as harmless. But integrity isn't situational, it's consistent. 9. How they treat you when you're no longer useful. Watch closely. When you stop providing value, when you say no, when you need help, when you slow down. People driven by character stay steady. People driven by utility disappear. This is one of the most painful but revealing signs. 10. Their comfort with other people's success. Success exposes insecurity. Do they celebrate others quietly? Or do they diminish, mock, and compete? Psychology links resentment toward others' success to fragile self esteem. People with strong character Don't feel threatened by someone else's growth. 11. How they handle being wrong. Everyone is wrong. Sometimes. But character determines what happens next. Do they get defensive? Change the subject? Rewrite history? Or can they say, "You're right, I was wrong"? The ability to admit error requires confidence, not weakness. 12. Their consistency over time charm is easy, in short bursts. Character requires consistency. Watch whether values, behavior, and treatment of others remain steady, especially when circumstances change. Psychology shows that inconsistency often signals impression management, not authenticity. 13. How they treat people who disagree with them. Disagreement reveals maturity. People with strong character can tolerate opposing views without hostility or contempt. People without it interpret disagreement as a personal attack. How someone handles being challenged tells you how safe they are emotionally. 14. What they do when no one is watching. This is the core of character. Not what they post, not what they claim, but what they do when recognition disappears. Psychology consistently defines character as behavior without supervision. 15. Whether their words match their patterns. Anyone can say the right things, but character lives in patterns, not promises. Watch actions over time. When words and behavior align consistently, trust grows naturally. When they don't, confusion replaces clarity, and confusion is often the warning sign. True character isn't loud, it doesn't announce itself, it shows up quietly in moments most people ignore. Once you start noticing these signs, your relationships become clearer, your boundaries become stronger, and your judgment becomes sharper. Which one of these stood out to you the most? Let me know in the comments.